So you're actually giving them a good starting point. So they have their current state, and you're also suggesting to them, well, here's what other people in your industry do. These are best practices. Maybe some of the processes and workflows you had before, we should re-engineer those processes. Is that what you're saying? And use the software to solve for those problems. And maybe they didn't even think of them as problems, but you're recognizing opportunities for them to be more streamlined, more efficient, and the software out of the box does that.
Exactly. And that's one of the most powerful things about NetSuite is that if you take the old standard of people, process, and technology, that's the core of every kind of technology project that we know. Sometimes the definition of the process is the hardest thing. And what you have in NetSuite is you have 25 years of thousands of people around the world contributing to create, here are the leading practices. Here's how they relate to the reporting you need to do. They have everything a bank wants to see. They have everything. There's a global tax solution. So if you want to expand another market, you just turn it on.
Yeah.
So as you move into the platform, you're going through process re-engineering.
And so with this firm that has the 5, I think I took you off track, that has the 5 locations, you did this. Like you went through that process re-engineering with them. And how did they feel during that process?
It was interesting. There is a desire to change and improve. There's also a fear about
change and improvement. It's like fear of the unknown.
Fear of the unknown. So one of the great things about NetSuite and the way that we work with folks is that we're able to show as we go. It's an iterative solution. And we're not asking questions that people don't have the answer to. We're able to show them, walk them through it. They're able to see different views. So everybody in NetSuite gets the view of what they need. They get a dashboard just for them. So an accounts payable person will see what they need to see. The CFO will have a different view. The head of distribution will have a different view. So it's focused on the individuals maximizing what they do and how they work, which takes away some of the fear. It speeds the adoption.
So as you were going through that, and in this case, you were working with the CEO or the CFO?
Basically, we were working across the board. So we were working with the CFO at the core.
So the CFO brought you in for this, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but it's also part of the board mandate.
Okay.
Because the board needs to have transparency as to what's going on across the company.
Right.
And they need to understand that the numbers that they're getting accurately reflect the state of the business so they can do what they want and need to do. The CEO wants real-time data. So when the CEO is making decisions, the CEO really doesn't want to know what the detail of how an invoice gets processed. They don't want to know.
No, they want the end result.
Yeah, they want the metrics. They want the metrics.
Yeah.
Right. So typically you find the CFO, sometimes the controller, are catalysts for change in this. Oftentimes you'll find the head of revenue, so chief revenue officer, chief sales officer, who are responsible for client profitability. They want to get out of 1,000 spreadsheets. They want real-time visibility into what products are profitable, what projects are profitable, where they're making their most money from their clients. Now, NetSuite has its own CRM that also integrates to other CRMs. So it gives you the full pipeline from above the funnel right the way through to invoicing your customer in a specific way.
And so in this case study, did they use all of that?
Yeah.
So they used all of it. So at the end of the day, how long did it take from, I guess, design, conceptualization to the actual full deployment?
So the project is, for something like that, takes you about 9 to 12 months.
Yeah.
Now,
this is for a $20 million organization, 5 locations or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now again, ERPs are hard, and that's where we help, is because we've been through so many of these projects, and we have templates. We know how to accelerate things. We develop sets of operating models that we validate and help people through. So an ERP takes time. And it's not one size fits all, but what we have are sets of templates that are designed for companies at different levels of their evolution so that we can help them get there more quickly. And if you look at different industries, so in warehousing and distribution and in manufacturing, sometimes they'll want to have specific modules. I was speaking to a customer recently about the integration of AI in the warehouse. So they're using AI to improve how they get boxes through fulfillment. So we talk about the importance of fulfillment. And NetSuite will only do so much, so we're able to integrate it in AI best practices to ensure better fulfillment within the warehouse. So there's a lot of ways it can scale.
And you did this with that company. They used all those features. Take me to the finish line on that. So they you went through this. It was 9 to 12 months. How did they feel at the end? I mean, so what is the end result that they're able to actually say, we invested X amount of dollars, we switched from, we were doing A, now we're doing B. They're happy. They're glad they made the choice. And so what's the actual end result now? Have they actually moved forward and they're in it and they're feeling good about it?
So there's a couple of really interesting things that happen. So the first metric is the number of days it takes to close the books. Sounds like an unexciting thing, but it's actually at the core of the business. Yeah. So we should be targeting 8 to 12 days to close the books, because that means you have a very efficient billing process, right? It means that you have a payments process that knows what's going on. We had it so that they could see their bank balance in real time. We could see it every day.
Yeah.
So now you know where your cash is at. We took on enhanced reporting, right? And that enhanced reporting let you do better planning and better operational planning for where we send the salespeople, what do they do, where do they go.
So that was an option. They said, we want something more advanced.
Yeah, and every ERP is the start of a journey. The completion of the first part of the rollout of an ERP is the start of the journey, right? Because now you're into optimizing your processes. Now you can apply some of those KPIs and metrics. Now it gives you the ability to build. And this is really important because the speed of business is only getting faster. And we've seen cases where people have missed out on business opportunities because they haven't been able to make a quick, informed business decision.
That's so common.
Leaving money on the table. It's a killer. Yeah. So at the end of the ERP, what I always take as a sign of success is, do people claim that it was their idea? Right? What do people say when they come up and they say, that's really interesting. I'm so proud of what we've done around being able to have real-time visibility into our bank accounts. And I'm so pleased you came up with that idea. Or we're now able to get an invoice through for a quarter of the cost to process the invoice, and we have a third less people. Or we've redeployed, as part of our growth and talent strategy, we've redeployed our people to do more valuable things. So my measure for success, and we do benchmarks the whole way through, but I think our biggest benchmark is people taking it to the board and saying, we've achieved this, this is what we're going to do next. And it's all based on the ERP. And that proves that the change has...
Yeah, it validates the success.
It validates it.
Hey, thank you so much for enjoying this video. I have a quick message about NetSuite. Every firm that's come to us for guidance has totally transformed their business with NetSuite. So if you're in professional services, maybe you're in healthcare, manufacturing, could be that you're in warehousing, maybe you have an accounting firm or a law firm, could be you're in private equity, doing M&A, maybe you have a business that has multiple locations, or really it could be a wide variety of other industries. NetSuite solves so many of the business problems that you're facing. One major issue right now is QuickBooks Desktop. If you're using QuickBooks Desktop, which is going end of life, and you're ready to make a change, NetSuite will definitely solve that problem. Also, if you already have NetSuite, but you're frustrated or maybe you're disappointed with the level of service you're getting, with the outcomes that you're getting, with the productivity that you expect that you should be getting, you should definitely reach out to me, okay? Our clients consistently tell us that they feel way more confident and they see a lot more reliability and way better outcomes and productivity, not to mention 40 to 70% savings on NetSuite licensing. So we're here for you. Also, we'll help you determine if NetSuite is the actual right fit for you, and we'll provide expert support. So don't wait. Use the form below, schedule a free consultation with me, and let's see how NetSuite can transform your business. Now back to the video. Hope you enjoy. Thank you.